I cannot count, according to Quran, I cannot count the bounties Allah has given me. As-sabr, al-qina'a, al-rida, al-zuhd, al-ikhlas. And then he says, what is better than ikhlas? He said, tawakkul. It is so difficult. Yet, the more the difficult, the better the reward. Always remember that. The more the difficulty we have, like when we go for Hajj, people look for all the conveniences. And, I want to walk in the shade. I want to get cold water. Allah says, no. This is not the purpose of Hajj. The purpose of Hajj is, what is the purpose of Hajj? To let go of yourself completely. Labbaik, Allahumma, labbaik, la sharika laka, labbaik. That's all, there is nothing. For 3 to 4, 5 days I cannot do it. How can I do it the rest of the year? Nothing but you, nothing but you, nothing but you. I live because of you. I breathe because of you. I'm living because of you. Whatever I have is because of you. And whatever is wrong is myself. Whatever is ahsan is coming from him. Whatever is sayyi'at is from you. That's your garbage. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong lesson, whatever it is, check yourself. So now we have as-sabr, al-qina'a, al-rida, al-zuhd, ikhlas, tawakkul. So now Jibreel says, explain to me these things. He says, when you say sabr, what does it mean? He says, regardless of the condition Allah has chosen for you, you should be grateful, you should have patience. And Allah gives example. Allah gives example in the Quran and all the history. Read the history. In every, what is the whole point of Karbala about the Lord? He could have gone away, he could have done many things, but he chose no. Yazid, I'm not going to surrender to you, and I'm not going to surrender to Batil. The difference between Haqq and Batil is in the sense of Karbala. And we have to understand that. If I don't understand this, I cannot follow about the also. If I don't know the difference between these two. Then he says, he talks about, okay, let me go back to Sabr. Jibreel says, being patient during times of hardship as you are during times of self-sufficiency. It's not easy. I'm the first to complain. My car's AC is not working, so I sweat. I complain. Okay, I can do better. But complaints are easier to come than the gratitude to come, or sabr to come. This is the war. If it is not your doing, you have done everything and you're still being tested, that's not sabr. You've done everything. You've done your homework. I went to the mechanic, I had him tested the freon and everything, and yet the AC doesn't work. And I said, okay, I'll just turn it off for you. I'm totally ungrateful. That's one. Number two, he says, a content person does not get angry with his master whether or not he gets access to worldly goods. You should always be grateful to him, period. And that was the practice of all the prophets and messengers. All the prophets and messengers. Look at the story of Noah. Noah kept asking Allah, save my son. He said, this boy of yours is amal ibad salih. His actions are not worthy. He didn't complain. He said, I don't recount it. Ya Allah, you have made it very clear to me that link is made on the basis of what? The faith. The faith. Then he goes on to say, what is zuhd? He says, liking what your creator likes, hating what creator hates. If I don't know what they are, how can I do it? I don't know all of them. Maybe some of them, maybe big majority of them, don't lie, don't cheat, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Amar bin Ma'ruf, Nahi anil munkar, tawalla tabara, taqayyah, you do all those things. But in practice, In practical sense, I must go back 14 centuries to Muhammad as a debate. That's the only way I can learn the real haqq, the real behavior. When Quran says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ, that means the whole universe is expanding, is still expanding, is with the mercy of Allah, which is Muhammad alayhi. Then he goes on to Ikhlas. Jibreel, what is Ikhlas? He says, one who is sincere will not ask for anything from the people, and he struggles to obtain himself. Jihad. And there's a lot of stories about jihad. A lot of stories about jihad. Shortage of time, I cannot tell longer stories. That means, irrespective of whatever your need is, turn to Him. Turn to Him. If you don't see it today, believe me, it's there for you. He'll never. Quran says, call me, I'm there. But you have to, He's going to test you. He's going to test you. And He is content with it once He obtains it. Yaqeen. Sincere, since whoever does not ask any creatures for anything has indeed confessed his servitude to God. Abd of Allah means you are abd of no one. That's what Imam Ali said. He created you free. Become abd of Allah, you don't have to be abd of anybody else. But we are tightly squeezed from all sides in today's society. Very, very squeezed. Very squeezed. I am. I don't know about any one of you. I find myself very squeezed. Hour to hour, moment to moment, day to day, I'm worried about my possessions. Oh Lord, I mean, this storm came. My roof is okay, thank God. But there are millions of people who lost their roof and lives. Oh Allah, don't flood my backyard. It's going to be a problem for me. I'm only asking for need. And He's still doing it, and I'm still ungrateful. Jibreel, what is yaqeen? Whoever has attained yaqeen performs his deeds for the sake of Allah, just as if he sees God. That's Ali ibn Abi Talib. You see Him with the heart. It's so important. And He doesn't want us too much. 2 rakat, how long take in the morning? How long? Even then, I'm thinking about, I'm going to do so many things. I've got this meeting, I'm going to do this after my breakfast, I'm tired. I've got tens of things even in 2 rakat. Where's my yaqeen? Only when I get in trouble. Only when Allah punishes, or not punishes me, squeezes my rope. When He squeezes, I go to Him crying. Oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah. Even though he cannot see God, he knows that God witnesses whatever he does. Always remember that He is nahnu aqrabu ilayhi min hablil warid. Who's worried? Everybody's worried. He's close to me, close to you, close to every human being, from the first to the last. This is Quran. I'm walking, talking, He knows it. Most deeper than I know it. Salat ala Muhammad alayhi.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
I'll tell you a story, and this is the story of Sabr of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Anas ibn Malik narrates, this is narrated by Anas ibn Malik. Once I was with the Prophet, who was wearing a garment of coarse, like if you look at the clothes they wore, Muhammad, Amir al-Mu'mineen, Rasulullah, their dresses were coarse, not silk lining, not the one I'm wearing. I'm ashamed to a little bit sometimes, but that's okay. Allah will forgive me. I hope you pray for me. When I talk about that coarseness, here I am wearing fancy things. Designer socks, designer pants. Forgive me, Allah. I mean, how can I talk about that? Nabi Muhammad, whom I'm following, he's wearing coarse clothes. A Bedouin came closer to Nabi Muhammad and he started pulling at his robe. It's coarse. And he kept pulling from one side to the other side to the other side. Ordinarily, we will get angry. Get away from me. You giant. We slap him. Not Nabi Muhammad. He's he's the gentlest character. He didn't get angry at all with this Bedouin. The Bedouin kept on using the harshness, and then he says, "Oh Muhammad, load on me, these two camels from the wealth of Allah that Allah has given you." Then he demands it. He says, "Now you, Muhammad, I push you. Now, whatever Allah has given you, put it on my camels." That's the Bedouin. He doesn't know any better. I don't want to be Bedouin. So he says, "Okay, give it to me from the wealth of you or your father." Then he says, however, the Prophet was not angry. He didn't get angry at all. This is Kazamin al-Ghaiz. I tell you, brother, when I think of it, I said, how can he do it? How can he do it? Then he says, I was not angry, and he said kindly to the Bedouin, the wealth is Allah's, and I'm his servant. Whatever you want is Allah's. And I'm just a carrier, I'll give it to you. And then he smiled at the man. After all the hardship he faced from the Bedouin, he was gentle to him. "O Bedouin," then he says to the man, "O Bedouin, would it be avenged on you for what you did to me?" Bedouin says, "Do you expect me to avenge?" Because that's what the Bedouin will do to another Bedouin. If I'm not a Bedouin, I better become like Rasulullah. And he'll test us. He says, okay. The Prophet asked, "Why not?" And the Bedouin said, this is what beautiful is. He said, Bedouin's telling, "I did not expect harshness from you, O Muhammad." Look at the Bedouin saying what he learned. He said, "I did not expect. After my harshness, rudeness, callousness, I don't expect that from you." And then this is the answer. He said, "Bedouin, how did you figure this one out? That I will not do this." You know what he said? He says, "You're too worthy. You're too lofty. A bad deed with a bad deed is not your character. To reply a bad deed with a bad deed is not Muhammad." And that's why he is known as Lim Salam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
We cannot learn enough. One lifetime, whatever that is. I'm not telling you my age, but I'm very old. But I still want to learn from Nabi Muhammad's life. Allah has given me the chance to learn. And I want to keep on going back to the same well which never exhausts. Never exhausts. I keep going back to them. Muhammad Ali Muhammad. A traveler, I'll tell you a story. A traveler once came to the Masjid al-Nabawi. And after giving Tahiyatul Salam to Nabi, he said, "Oh Muhammad, I've come to ask you some questions." وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. He says, "Ask me, what do you want to know?" The first thing the traveler asked, he says, "I do not want punishment to be written in my account." Allahu Akbar, I don't want punishment. I'm sure nobody does it. Ya Allah, tell this Nakir, not to write anything I do bad. So the entire is, this is the reply Rasul gave. Behave well with your parents. That's where your paradise is, mothers. Behave. Quran has emphasized that you should behave well. Don't even say oof, right? Don't even say this word of oof. Bury it. Put it down. Then he says, "I want to be known amongst people as an intelligent person. What shall I do?" Now, I'm not asking this question, please, don't gauge me. I'm not asking this question. Because you know me, I'm one of you, like you. So he says, "I want to be known amongst people as an intelligent person." He said, "Allah taqwa, fear Allah." If you fear Allah, Allah will remove everything that is negative in your life. Taqwa is the key to us to go to. Then he says, I want to be counted amongst Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's favorites. Don't we all? You want to be among the favorites or? If you become favorite, he says, ask whatever you want, I'll give you. Whatever you want, I'll give you. I want to be amongst Allah's favorites. He says, recite Quran every morning and evening. It's not reciting Quran, it's understanding Quran. It's not understanding, it's acting on it. It's emptiness. If I read without any meaning, without any action, birds do it, trees do it, angels do it. We have aql. Salat ala Muhammad alayhi.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
Quran tells us, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ أَمْ عَلَى قُلُوبِهِمْ أَقْفَالُهَا. I don't know what tadabbur means. I'm honest talking to you. Allah says, you read Quran, do tadabbur. Ya Allah, this is something new. I don't know. But I read it. I try to read one juz a day. If not more, that much I try to do. But again, am I doing tadabbur? No. You know why? Because there is lock in my heart. This is Quran. I have to remove the law to let the ilm of Quran come to me. One last thing, then we'll go for salah. Okay. I want my heart to always be enlightened. Munawwara. I want my heart to always be enlightened. Never forget death. And I'm going to finish this. There's a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are two types of vikala. Vikalat Allah or vikalat shaitan. Two types. Trust in Allah, vikalat Allah, consider him to be a wakil. Those people who have vikalat Allah, they keep death in front of them, life of the word behind them. Right? And this is what Imam Ali used to say. From death. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. So the people who have vikalatullah, they keep the death in front of their vision, that any time, any day, any place will go away. And the life of dunya behind. And it's reverse for Iblis. Vikalat Iblis, dunya is in front of us, and what? The other is behind us. Akhirah. صلى على محمد وعلى
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. We are ready. Sorry.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. كرام المؤمنين عليا ولي الله كرام المؤمنين عليا مجد الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح حي على حي على الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله أكبر
الله أكبر
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الملك القدوس العزيز الحكيم هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة إن كانوا من قبل في ضلال مبين وآخرين منهم لما يلحقوا بهم وهو ولي ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا كمثل القوم الذين كذبوا بآيات الله والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين قل يا أيها الذين هادوا إن زعمتم أنكم أولياء لله من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين ويتمنونه أبدا بما قدمت أيديهم والله عليم بالظالمين قل إن الموت الذي تفرون منه فإنه ملاقيكم ثم تردون إلى عالم الغيب والشهادة تنبئكم بما كنتم تعملون يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسقوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون وإذا قضيت السماء فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله لعلكم تفلحون وإذا رأوا تجارة أو ينفضوا فقائما قل ما عند الله خير من التجارة والله خير الرازقين والله أكبر لا إله إلا الله العلي الكريم لا إله إلا الله العلي العظيم سبحان الله رب السماوات السبع رب الأرضين السبع وما فيهن وما بينهن وما فوقهن وما تحتهن رب العرش العظيم والحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد سمع الله الله أكبر سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد الله أستغفر الله ربي الله أكبر سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي الأعلى اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد الله أكبر الله قوته بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد الله أكبر ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا واعف عنا في الدنيا والآخرة إنك على كل شيء قدير رب صل على محمد وعلى محمد الله اللهم صل على محمد الله أكبر استغفر الله الله أكبر سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي الأعلى اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد يا رب العالمين وصل على عافية الدين الدنيا والآخرة برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين يا لطيف يا كريم يا الله يا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد السلام عليك يا النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إلهي نسألك الإخلاص في الدعوات والقبول في الطاعات والشكر عند الخيرات والخشوع في الصلوات والعفو عند العثرات والصبر عند الأزمات والحمد عند البركات والفرج عند الكربات يا إلهي ونسألك الرحمة والمغفرة للأموات إنك يا ربي مجيب الدعوات إنك أرحم الراحمين وسبحان الله الذي لم يتخذ صاحبة ولا ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا التسبيح يا أخوان الله يبارك فيك نسأل الله الله
الله
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أنا من المؤمنين وليا ولي الله
اللهم صل على محمد.
أنا من المؤمنين وليا ولي الله
اللهم صل على
حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح حي على وقامت الصلاة وقامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا
وحده لا شريك له.
الله.
الله أكبر
الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله أكبر سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد سمع الله لمن حمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي أعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد الله أكبر استغفر الله الله أكبر سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي أعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد الله أكبر بحول الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله العلي الكريم لا إله إلا الله العلي العظيم سبحان الله رب السماوات السبع والأرض والسماء وما فيهن وما بينهن وما فوقهن وما تحتهن رب العرش العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على أهل بيت الطاهرين الله أكبر سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله العظيم وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد سمع الله لمن حمده الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد الله أكبر الله أكبر سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي أعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد الله أكبر الحمد لله كما هو أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد تقبل شفاعته في أمتي ورفعها بعون الله وقوته ورفعته على الجبل الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد سمع الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد الله أكبر الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد الله أكبر الحمد لله الله أكبر سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد
فإنك ذو الفضل العظيم. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. إلهي وربي يا سامع الدعاء ويا رافع السماء